Hello again, good people. This is Big Baby J with another episode of Final Fantasy 16. Alright, let me look around real quick. I wanted to complete this, so I started with 3 quests in this area here. So, we're gonna go back to my quarters and we're gonna start back there again because another quest popped up in that area. So, let's go ahead and get to that now, and we'll see what other quests we'll get into as we perform our duties. Okay, so what popped up here? I find Hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. Hey, he stepped in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Koopo nuts. You do good to remember that, okay? Hold again. Vivian, excuse me. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tomb made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me have forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I'm whole again thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, but and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Making amends. Okay. I'm aware that there are matters of greater importance which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you come visit me in the shelves that I may ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Okay, we're gonna do that.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Okay, and we got one more we need to read since we're here, the greatest gift. Jill, it feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. The afternoon on the Manus Hills was our very first adventure, but somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I would never forget that day. The simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me. The half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's go talk to Toons real quick. Hippocrates, if you would. Uh, see what he's wanting us to do. I mean, these quests, it's a lot of quests. I thought it was a certain amount, but it seems like as I complete some pop up.
Horseman
So,
Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Okay, let's go find this tail. Where do I need to go? Over here. Okay. So actually, you come down and go this way. Too easy. Still got distance to travel though. But I have my trusty steed, Ambrosia. She'll get me to where I need to go quick, fast, in a hurry. Once I get outside this city, that is. A town, a village, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's go get it.
Ready, go?
And let's go.
Ambrosia.
Yeah, it'd be a lot faster with her on my side. We passed through here a while back. And I also did a little farming here. There's a few items you can find here in chests and stuff, if you decide to look. But as we're going now, we need to hurry up and get to where we're trying to go. We got a mission to uphold.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
I may have to fight that wyvern, lindworm or whatever.
No holding back.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's gonna have to go down.
Too slow.
Ooh, you almost got me. You did get me. You trying to hit me for real? Give me your head. Give me your head. You're here. Finish you off kind of quickly. Oops, sucks to be you. Now you gotta pay. Yep, you gotta pay. You're not gonna last. Nope, you're not gonna last. Cancel it. What? I should have used Armor Darkness. Okay, here we go.
Here they are.
Well,
Well, big enough for a bunch, I suppose.
let me get. Nah, I'm not gonna deal with you guys. Forget it. Let's grab this and get on out of here. I'm not gonna fight these guys. I can get that Zanzukin leveled up in the right time. All right, head back. I thought I must have used the last episode and forgotten all about it in between times, but it's okay. I know an easy way to level it up in the middle of battle. I should have used that instead of
I found the flowers you were
Bahamut's
looking for.
beam.
You did?
Bahamut's
I think I
Giga
did.
Flare, actually.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
And Dion. Okay, you're right over here. Not too far from Joshua, I see. Very good, very good.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Why are you walking so slow? Like you're afraid to meet with him. I know you're embarrassed for what you did, but learn for some forgiveness of
Even
yourself.
now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him.
Yeah, because she was always going on about her
Reuniting me
blood, and
with memories I had thought long lost.
couldn't stand her. Still don't like the way she died, though.
I shall not forget this.
She should have lived so she can see what happened to this world. That should have been her fate instead of suicide.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Okay. Reduces Gigaflare cooldown by 6 seconds. Cool. Alright. It might not seem like much, but seconds in battle can mean eternity. Do I have any more here? No, I do not. So let's talk to Uncle. Since we're standing right next to him, let's get this done.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Alright, then we got to go where? Over here. I got a ways to go. Alright, we'll go here then. And look, this shop has something for me to purchase, so I might as well do that now.
What are you looking for?
I don't know yet. Let's see what you got.
You've a discerning eye.
Okay.
Farewell.
Do you see that too?
Look. Okay, which way do I need to go? Okay. Guess I need to go around through here. Alright. Yeah. This is where I need to go.
Papa? What is it? Oh, please. I'm scared.
Alright, Chocobo, you gonna activate at any time now? Oh, there we go. Come on, bird. Let's go get it. Gill bug. We got a few enemies here. Not worth my time though. Y'all was, y'all mind y'all manners now. Behave yourselves. You don't want me to spank you. But if you do, I will.
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
Uh-oh, something's not right here.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
Okay, I can build up my Zanzuki as well.
It won't. Men, finish him.
Actually, I wasn't planning on using it this quick, but since I did, where's that magician at? You, get over here. Die. Sucks to be you. Die. Oops. You try to strike me from the back, you gotta pay. That was just way too easy.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Agreed. I should have used my accounting abilities and took them out a lot quicker.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones. I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together, even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
So now we headed back to Lost Wing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go back up through here and get out of this ether flood. But I don't get it. They didn't go too far from Lost Wing, and the ether flood is still here. So if anything comes through there, it will come out Akashic, which will show up over here. So I could have came from here. It doesn't matter. I'm still in the same vicinity. All right. There you are, Quentin.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
This is the story. This is what I need you to do.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lost Wing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Alright, now let's go speak to good old uncle.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Now we're headed back over there. Trip after trip. Oh, okay. They, nice. They transferred me there. Saved me the trouble.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations without any food to
that
keep
puts
them
me in
going.
mind when we was back at
They'll be
Dollar
dead
Mill,
even before you've
and
sent them on their
Clyde
fool's
got to
errand.
fighting at the bar, and he refused to let his food go
If
to waste
I
after
may,
all.
gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
I'm sure they're gonna come to terms.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Okay, I guess we're not gonna have a major battle in this side quest. So, let's solve this and move on to a better one.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
That was simple enough. Just long. Wait a minute. Breath of Darkness, Heaven's Cloud. I think I already have one of those. Well, anyway. Alright. Let's find us another quest to deal with. What we got? What is this? Trial and error. Nobody's tool. I got 2 more here. So basically I got four more inside the hideaway. So let's go do Nobody's tool.
There's something about him.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Alright, let's get to it. And we're headed to Waloed again. Let's get it. Okay. Okay, back up there is where I need to go.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashyyyk. I need to hurry.
Stay down!
Y'all just occupying space. Home run. Still another one? Oh, come here, you. Die. Now, should be right over here. Oh, great. Like I got a few bombs to take care of.
Caution, brother. Farewell.
That was pretty easy. Die already. Home run. That wasn't a home run. Should have been though. But anyway, let's go. I've been in here before and I couldn't access the doors. And it still can't access the doors. Okay, maybe she gonna open up for us.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with the Kashyyyk. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Will do.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep our eyes open for signs of life.
Y'all guys are nothing but fodder. That's all. Nothing more. What do we have over here? The Kingdom of Ulu hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. Okay. The purpose of this facility is rear and train a Kuzabis for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punished by their captive bearers have been provided solely for pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
That means we're gonna have to fight that creature. So, let's see who we can save. What we have here? Sharp fangs. What's up here? What's out there? Alright, let's tour around a little bit.
Stay down.
Oh, another chest. Alright. Definitely gotta look around. Alright, let's go back. Can't go in there. Let's go over here. Oh, we got quite a few of them. How about this? Die by my sword. Man, that's a home run.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Okay. So we made our way up here for nothing. Now let's make our way back down. Best way to go is here. Let's go this way now. And we got some more. Die already. From the back. All right. Let's go back over here. What do we have? The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. An exercise conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is purpose instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into a fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Wuluder lives.
Minimal loss of Wuluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Alright, what do we got here? Recent supply shortage left us with insufficient sources to feed the Kuza, entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers of no longer use for training purpose can now be repurposed as required. They was feeding bearers to the guy? Oh, wow.
Feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Yeah, I already expected that. So, okay, I guess I go to the second floor. I've already been up there. Well, the best part about it, I killed all the enemies here, so.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
They was fed to the Kuza.
It means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Alright, let's go back downstairs now. Okay, got barrels in the way. Thought I can go higher up, but I can't. Alright, now let's go back this way. And this is a door we couldn't get in at first.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Get some more stuff to sell. And I still have yet to sell that treasure I found too. Who was that?
A survivor. She's sounds close.
There she is.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Oh boy. Let me take it. That must be the Kuza.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground. I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson.
Now, that's a big beast. That's a behemoth.
It's out there waiting
But
for me.
first, let's go this way and see what this is.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
All right. Let's put this puppy down. Now, how am I gonna get out there? That's the question. Oh, right here. Okay. Let's get it. Oh, he's a hunt. Okay. Let's take this puppy down.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let
Not
that
gonna
happen.
have that, sir. Oh, nice. You're doing good. Now it's my turn. Yep, it is my turn now, sir. Give me your head. I want it. You bring it on down here to me. Doing good there, dude. Now it's my turn. I don't think you're going to make it.
You're finished.
You didn't. Yeah, you did make it. Behemoth Shackle and a meteorite ×2. Okay. You hit me pretty good, though. I give you that. You put up a righteous fight, because you hit me several times.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
What are you looking at? It's a book.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
And sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Breath of Darkness, Gungnir. 2 seconds. Okay. All right, let's see what we got left. We got some more hunts. We got 1, 2, 3 remaining here. All right, we have 2 here. And we have 2 here. So we got several more to deal with. Okay, let's go see what these hunt boards look like, because we just took care of a hunt. And I need to know how many hunts are available to me. I might take a break from these quests and deal with some hunts. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And there's 32. And I got 3 more remaining. I have this one. This one. And then finally this one. Okay. So, that's what we'll do in the next episode. We'll do some hunts. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Y'all take care, and I will see you in the next episode.